Yeah, right. Honestly.
My God, I haven't had Portillos in months. That's on the menu for this weekend.
Oh
Oof,
yeah, the Portillos is so good. It's
been a
so
long
funny
time.
because it's like when I think of like Chicago places to go, I like Portillos obviously comes to mind, but like I don't want to say Portillos, but like I do say Portillos because it is good. Like when somebody comes to Chicago, you're not like yeah, you should go to Portillos. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to say that. Like there's so many other places, but then I'm like, listen, it's good and it's cheap. You're gonna like it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Genoese too, 100%.
Yeah.
I love pizza, so pizza's my favorite food on the whole planet. So everywhere I can get pizza is great. Yeah, Portillo's, onion rings, chicken. Yeah, just everything. I mean, like onion rings, chicken tenders, their burgers, they're freaking literally everything in Portillo's is good. So that's the problem as a Chicagoan, is I'm just like, oh, you should get this, and then it's like whatever. I personally, pepperoni is my favorite topping.
Yeah, I'm
Pepperoni.
actually might be on that life now too.
I do like
Pepperoni's
pepperoni
changed
and
me.
jalapeno though too. That also is really good.
Ooh, too much spice. I'd be absolutely messed up in the stomach for like days. It'd be
Listen,
great though. It's tasty.
I can't handle spice. I mean, barbecue sauce affects me. I can't handle sauce, but I do love a good pepperoni and jalapeno pizza.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
it is good. Pepperoni is good. I'm also just kind of a weird just cheese person. Yeah, I'm with you. I like just cheese too as well. That's also how I am. Yeah, spicy food, fantastic. Definitely plenty of it in the Chicagoland area, which is great. Chicago, definitely, in my opinion, is probably at least the places I've been. It's the best city for food all around. Like you can get literally anything you want any time of the any time of the year.
From any
So
demographic.
yeah, like listen, I've been to Italy and stuff. The pasta's amazing, all that, but it's just the variety that you have here in Chicago is amazing. And that, like with the little pizzas, you're throwing out Geno's East. I mean, you get like just literally all the places that are iconic, Illuminati's, the freaking Rosati's. What's the C? The name starts with the C. Um,
Is it? It's a pizza place.
yeah, they make really good pizza. I'm trying to think of what it is.
I see. Oh, I don't know. Trying to think off the top of my head.
Also,
TC's?
CC's.
Oh,
No, not
get out of
CC's.
here.
I'm thinking, what is that pizza? What is the pizza called? It's not CC's. It's like a girl's name is the name of the pizza place. Man, it'll come to me at some point. But anyways, I do want to shout out to Wisconsin there. 100%. My girlfriend lives in Wisconsin, and I make her get me cheese all the time, as well as Connie's.
Connie's?
There we go. Nailed it.
Yes.
Nail it. Connie's. Thank you. My God, man. But yeah, shout out to Wisconsin. I freaking love cheese on like every type of cheese. So my girlfriend, I always make her. We always have cheese. The best whenever I go visit my girlfriend in Wisconsin because she lives in Madison. Yeah, Spotted Cow for the win, 100%. I like Moon Man too from New Glarus. That's like one of my
Oh.
favorites from them. But anyways, yeah, so yes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, whenever I go up to visit Alyssa too, we always do our Game of Thrones nights where we watch a bunch of episodes of Game of Thrones because she's watching it for the first time. And while
Oh
we do that,
no.
we always have like 5 or 6 different cheeses, and we make a cheese tray. And then we have crackers, and then we have like our drinks. Like I'm drinking like an IPA or something like that, or like a Moon Man or like a New Glarus. And that's how we do our freaking Moon nights because it's or movie nights or Game of Thrones nights because it's awesome.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. How long do you guys
listen,
have until you get to season 7?
we're in season 7 right now.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. It probably got so much. Oh, it got so much worse. That's a shame.
Well,
You get to that point.
Season 7 is what got you excited though for season 8, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
season 7 was good. It's just season 8 was so disappointing. Like the second half of season 8.
And you're moving to Madison this year. That's
yes,
where you got decided. Very
listen,
nice.
I love Madison. Even my girlfriend, she was going to the University of Madison for grad school, and she actually is gonna go to a different school just because she's online program, just different things she wants to do. But she's actually staying in Madison. She's looking for apartments to stay in Madison. I love that city. I wish that it wasn't during COVID and we can actually explore it a little bit more. But when I was able to a little bit, it was awesome. Such a fun city. She loves it. Yeah. it's such a fun city because there's enough like nightlife, there's enough restaurants, there's enough stores, and it also seems like a younger city. Like if that means, um, listen,
The
I make like
traffic.
a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive from, the southern Chicagoland area, every probably 2 times a month in order to go visit her. But yeah, she loves it there. She basically has talked about how like the restaurants are great. There's a lot of good restaurants there. There's a lot of good nightlife when we were actually able to go. A lot of different bars that were pretty fun. There's one bar, I can't remember what it's called, but we were able to go, and it was like they had like 80 different shots that you could get, and as long as you requested, you had to request two of that shot, and you were able to get it. But like, oh my god, they were so good. I had probably way too many of them, and they were all fantastic. There's another bar. God, the Nitty Gritty. The Nitty Gritty bar, you can go on your birthday and they give you a custom mug that says like Nitty Gritty, like 2020, whatever year it is, and you can bring that mug to the bar on your birthday and fill it with whatever's on tap, like literally anything,
Oh, okay.
the entire night for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they tie like a little they tie they tie a little balloon to it too. So like it's funny because on like the weekends there for nightlife, like when we went, you could see all of the people that had birthdays because literally you just see these balloons like sticking up from like the crowd.
Yeah.
But that was an awesome place. And they also did a power hour MG, I think it was, or something like that. So, and it was like you could buy, it was a $1 beers. It was like Miller High Life, but like who gives a shit when it's $1? So I bought 10 of them and I just I put them in the middle. I bought like 15 of them and I just put them in the middle of the table and I just was like, all right, everybody can grab one. And so like we were all just grabbing them and drinking them. Also to the person that said, how did we meet? Yes, the Dylan and Dylan squad, fantastic. How did we meet? Was it 5th grade, 4th grade?
I don't even remember, honestly. Probably
I
fourth.
remember you being the new kid.
Yeah, I moved in 4th grade, so
Yeah, so I think it was 4th grade. I remember you being the new kid, and then we sat next to each other because every single teacher, anytime we ever had class together, thought it was hilarious to sit the Dylan and Dylan next to each other. So I remember that being the case, and then I remember like we were on the same baseball team too, so we just ended up like becoming friends and have basically been friends since. So like literally,
I forgot we
what
played on the
is it?
same baseball team for a couple of times. Wow.
Yeah. So what has it been? It's been like 14 years at this point. Close to that, right?
Probably. Ugh.
13,
Yeah.
14 years.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Moved in 2006, 2021, probably about then. Yeah.
Yeah,
do
that
math.
sounds about right.
Yeah. I live 14 years or so. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, you're close to the Wisconsin Dells. It's funny because of COVID, I forget that like Wisconsin Dells existed because it's just like not a place that we can unfortunately go to.
It doesn't exist in this reality right now, basically.
Exactly.
Be like a water park. You're like, are you insane? Like, no, it's great. You splash water on strangers and you just like go in the same tubes as them and slide around in their saliva, and everyone's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and I was hoping to do that.
Pee at the pool too. Like multiple people have.
Yeah, no. Like, oh, that sounds great.
100%. Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, I finished what I was saying. Yeah, we love Madison. Bill's character and immune system.
And the immune, and the immune system.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love Madison. It's a lot of fun there. It's a lot of like I said, it's a very young city where like it just seems like everybody that's there is like in their 20s, and so like the whole city, and even if they're not in their 20s, they're like hip old people. Like,
yeah,
like it's one of those where you go to like a coffee shop and you see that like 60-year-old dude with like the glasses and like his shirt tucked in and like this tight pants with like the loafers on, and you're like, oh yeah, that guy gets it.
He's here a lot.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that. But it is a great city. I do love it there. I definitely love going up there and visiting. Like I said, I wish it was more open. I am, and you are about to be. I am vaccinated. You are about to be. I'm medical personnel, so I get to benefit from that. But you're about to be, Dylan, so your whole world opens up a little bit more. I went to a restaurant for the first time in the entire COVID
Really?
breakdown. I was like, I went to. Oh, shout out! Yeah, there you go.
Congratulations!
Give me a second shot today. That's amazing.
How's the microchip?
How's the microchip? Do you
It's
have
a little
the
bit
sudden
uncomfortable at
urge to
first.
buy? Listen, I've been looking a lot at Microsoft Surfaces, and really great product, honestly.
I was going to buy more computer parts, but then I got my vaccine, and I was going to get more anyways. So clearly, it's working.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
that's just because I waste money. But yeah, also side note, on top of that, also Dylan in the chat, did you end up getting a job in Madison, or are you moving there first and hoping to get a job there? Because I remember you were talking about something, so I wanted to follow up on that. And your arm is warm? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the magma cannon. The second shot is, yeah, you're going to feel a little bit of a kickback. I don't know if you got Pfizer or Moderna, but you're going to feel some side effects tomorrow, my man. Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
maybe you'll get lucky.
I was going to say, depending on what you have, I had the Pfizer one, because that's usually the Pfizer one seems to be, yeah, okay, so you have the Pfizer one, so I can tell you
me.
right now, one thing that I will say as a little heads up for the Pfizer one, and you got it today, so this is a great little heads up for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll talk about that in a second. Tomorrow, or the next day, I got the shot at 7 a.m. on Friday, and then I had to work Saturday, and about 11 o'clock on Saturday, so maybe we're talking 30 hours total. After about 30 hours is when suddenly I started not feeling well, and it wasn't a terrible feeling, I was oh my god, I'm gonna go throw up. It was just an overall oh, I feel sick, you know how you feel your neck gets heavy, you just don't feel good,
a little bit nauseous.
That's how I felt for the rest of the day, and then the next day I was totally fine. And so it was a weird 12-hour period, but it started 30 hours from the shot that I just did not feel well. And it hit me pretty quick. It was all of a sudden I was what to do? I'm at work, everything's good. And then bam, the next day it was oh, I don't feel good.
Yeah, and congratulations on the job offer. That's awesome to actually have that and where that's going to go too. And yes, we're the forefront of anecdotal evidence. So definitely good to watch. Yeah. I gotta bring up chat on screen next time. I think I might change that. I think I might add that to add context to what we're talking about. Side note, production thing, but I think I'm just gonna get it once the vaccines are up to the general public. Yeah, you might get a call ahead of time too if you get lucky. But
yeah,
I think April. What is it? They moved it up. What was it Biden moved it up to April something, I think April 12th in a few days instead of waiting until May 1st. So maybe Chicago will move along. I know Chicago's super supply strapped, so
I might still get
screwed there.
I heard a thing too that Illinois can start going to Indiana for it.
People have been doing that, I think, and I think regardless, but yeah, I think maybe for pharmacy appointments and stuff, and ones where they actually ID where you're coming from residentially. But I know otherwise everyone's been going south.
Another thing too that I've heard about just working in the medical field and seeing people and everything like that, I talk to a lot of older individuals in my work. I work at a dermatologist office and in Mohs surgery, so a lot of patients that I talk to have talked about how there was a couple patients that actually said that they basically what they did was they called the pharmacy at the end of the day just to see hey, do you guys have any vaccines, people that didn't show up, and one of the days the person was yeah, if you can get here in 20 minutes we can give you the vaccine. And then
oh my god, I tried that pretty hard for a while. They were always just no, we don't have them, and if we do, you're not going to get them. We'll call everybody else who's older, and then we'll call employees, and then we'll call people across the world, and then we'll do it to an animal before we give it to you. So that one wasn't successful for me, but I did hear, I heard in places where demand was a little bit less than Illinois, that was successful. But anytime I think here appointments are booked like that and people are driving hours and hours to get it because demand's so high, whereas you got your other places that have already opened up to 16 plus weeks ago because the demand's so much lower. So kind of a symptom of where you're at.